Hi everyone, this is the PowerPoint Pause and Practice walkthrough for 1-3. This goes with the assignment that's on page 774. So go ahead and turn your book to that page. And then to get started, we're going to need some student files. So the first thing we're going to need to do is go back to Blackboard. So in Content, you need to go to the Microsoft PowerPoint folder again. And now we're going to download all three of these files here, which are different pictures. So for these, again, just make sure you save these someplace where you'll be able to find them later. So this one here is coming up on the screen. If you don't see it automatically come up, you can click this link here. If you do see it, you can right click it and then you get the option to save it. So we're going to save this image. And I would just put it somewhere where you'll be able to find it. Then go back to the PowerPoint folder again and do the same thing for each of these. Right click them and save them. All right, once you have all three of those files saved, then go back to the last PowerPoint that we were working on, which is 1-2. And then we're going to go ahead and change the name of this. So go to File, save a copy, and change it to 1-3 now. Now we're ready to get started. Okay, so we're going to the Insert tab, and we're going to insert a picture. Then we're going to look for the Runners Group 1, click it, and then click Insert. Next, click on the picture to select it, and we're going to click the Align button and align it to the bottom. So Align is in the Arrange group over here. We're going to pull this arrow down, and we're going to align it to the bottom. And then we're going to do that again. Click on Align and align it to the right. And that puts it at the bottom corner now. Next, it says to drag the picture's left horizontal sizing arrow to resize the picture so the width is 8.5. What they mean by that is drag this little left sizing arrow over to the left until the width is 8.5. You'll see the width come up right here. Just by me moving it approximately, I managed to get it really close to 8.5. But if you want to get it exact, you can just type in 8.5 and then make sure that it is aligned properly. So now it should look something like that. For step 4, we need to go to slide 6 now. And then click the Insert tab and Pictures again. Now we're going to insert Runner Woman 1. And click on her picture. Go back to Align. And we're going to align it to the right. With slide 6 still up, now we're going to click the New Slide drop-down arrow. So we're going to go back to the Home tab, pull down the arrow for New Slide, and we're going to select the title only. And in the title box, we're going to call this Upcoming Marathons. Now we're going to insert the last picture. Now, so pick the marathon schedule. With this still selected, change the width of this one to 8.5. I think it's easiest to just type it in, press enter, and then that should resize it. Last for this step is we're going to move this. So you're going to move your cursor around until you see the arrows, and then we're going to drag it around here so that it's somewhere in the middle of this black area here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you do move it around a little bit, you'll see PowerPoint gives you some lines to line this all up, and that puts it kind of in the middle of all that black. And that is that for step 5. Moving on to step 6, we need to go to slide 8 now. Now it wants you to select the title placeholder and resize it horizontally on the right so that the text fits in the placeholder without all the extra space. So basically, grab this resizing handle and move it over and take out all the extra space like that. Next, we're going to align it. So with this selected, go to Arrange, go down to Align, and we're going to align it to the left. Then we're going to do the same thing and align it to the top. Then on to slide 9. So we're going to first click on this and remove the empty space that we don't need. Then we're going to align it center and bottom. Then go to slide 10 and do the same thing. Take out the empty space and align this one to the right and middle. Since there is now really hard to read, we're going to change the color of that word. So highlight it and the exclamation point, and we're going to change the color of it to tan text 2. And that makes it a little bit easier to see now. Next, we're going to talk about how you put transitions onto your slideshow. So it says for step 7, click the slide sorter button, which is on the status bar. That's down here. We're going to click that, and now you can see all of your slides in a bird's eye view. Now we're going to go to the Transitions tab, and we're going to choose the wipe transition from the gallery, which is right here. For the effect options, we're going to pull that down and make it come from the left. And then we're going to apply that to all. So there's a button right here you can click on, and that'll apply it to all. And then you see a little star comes up next to each of your slides to show that there is a transition on each of them now. Now from there, we're going to edit this and make it different for each one. So for slide 2, we're going to zoom in. If you don't see zoom coming up here, pull your more arrow down, and here's zoom. So we're going to zoom it, and for the effect options, it should be in, which it already is. On slide 7, we're going to choose doors, and the doors are going to be vertical, which it already is. On slide 8, we're going to pan from the bottom. On slide 9, we're going to pan from the top. And then on slide 10, we're going to pan from the left. Okay, next, press Control A and select all of your slides. And then we're going to click on the preview button up here in the top left, which will show us a preview of all of the transitions at a bird's eye view. So you'll be able to see what they look like without having to actually play your slideshow. Okay, next we're going to the File tab, and we're going to click on Info. And in the title field, we're going to call this Train for a Marathon. Then we're going to click on the Properties button and choose Advanced Properties. And then in the summary box, we're going to add to the subject athletic event promotion. In the author box, we're going to take out whatever's there already and just type in your name if you have anything there. And then in the comments box, we're going to write, this presentation will be shown at the Civic Center to explain how to get ready for upcoming marathon events. Then you can click OK, and that one's done. For the next step, I don't want you to actually print anything. I'm just going to show you on the screen what this would look like. So for step 11, it says to click the print button. And what you'll see is on the preview here, it's printing. It would, if we were to print these out, they will be printed slide by slide, each on one sheet of paper, which uses a lot of paper and a lot of ink when you do that. So instead, what we can do is change how we want to print this. So if we wanted to condense this down a little bit, click on the full page slides arrow, and then you have your choice here. You can do 6 slides horizontal, for example, and then that saves you a lot of paper. Here you also have the option to change the color to grayscale or even to pure black and white, which saves even more ink. That's it for this. So we're going to go ahead and save a copy of it. And at this point, the assignment is done, but I want to show you 2 other things that are not part of the book assignment, just because these are things that are commonly used and things that you'll need to know how to do. So I'm going to go ahead and look at slide 1 here. I'm going to double click and go back to the normal view. And I'm going to show you how to add an animation. So transitions go from slide to slide, and animations will actually put things onto individual pieces of a slide. So for example, if I want to animate this picture here, I can go to the Animations tab, click on the picture, and then I have all these choices for animating just this little picture here. So maybe I want it to come flying in. So it'll animate the picture. I'm going to just pick something here. I like, how about fade? We'll put it in as fade. You can do that for anything, including text as well. So if I go to this next slide here, I can animate the text in the same way, and it'll pull up the text that way. Okay, so this one is done. I'm going to go ahead and upload it now. So I'm going to minimize this and go back to Blackboard. Go to Content, go to your Microsoft PowerPoint folder, go to your PowerPoint submissions, and I just need to see the last one, Cause and Practice 1-3. So browse for the file and then submit it. And that's it.